50 Cent, for some of those that remember what took place last year, is one of those people that was actually going against Biden and his tax plan not too long ago. Now, it looks like he's actually moved out of New York and he's going to Texas, or he's in Texas right now. So before we get into the story, just a quick reminder to like this video, to subscribe to the channel, but the best way you can help me out here is to share this video. So let's go ahead and get into the story. We have Daily Wire reporting here. So it's talking about this new news that just came out from 50 Cent, where he is now moving or is in Texas at this point. It looks like he's already done it. And he put out in a tweet saying, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later." I don't think there really needs to be that much explaining, because he's already kind of done that last year. If you, we'll kind of go through the actual events of what took place at that time. But he said, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later." And then he said he also included 2 screenshots about a true crime television series, Confessions of a Crime Queen, that he produced, and this Green Light Gang. So basically what he did here is that he was talking last year about when he was in New York about Biden's tax plan. This is before the election and everything took place. So he did "what the F," and then he put "vote for Trump." And this was where he basically went on to say, "I'm out. F New York, and the Knicks never win anyway. I don't care. Trump doesn't like black people." He had it 62% of you are out of your mind. And now, of course, he's completely misinformed. Trump never said anything about not liking black people, just him buying into the lie. But he was like, "Look, I don't care about what my feelings and opinions are towards Trump. I need to get out of New York because I don't want to get taxed this ridiculously high rate from Biden." That was what he was basically talking about when Biden's real tax plan was being revealed. And he said, "Yeah, I don't want to be 20 Cent. 62% is a very, very bad idea. I don't like it." And that was a tweet from him. So after he said all of this, everybody obviously was blowing up, saying, "Oh, 50%. When it comes down to money, he supports Trump." And that was basically what was happening, is that Trump had the right idea on the economy. He had the right idea on lowering the taxes for people like that. So this comedian, Chelsea Handler, came out, and honestly, she's ridiculous. I guess, was his ex-boyfriend, but she just decided, I'm going to tell this black guy, as a white woman, what he should be feeling. And she went out and basically said, she went on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon and said that she needed to remind him that he was a black person. I mean, this lady is incredibly racist, in my opinion. I don't see how you can continuously say stuff like that and just completely get off the hook with that. I don't know. But she was also saying that she was willing to seal the deal in more ways than one if he changes his mind and publicly denounce Donald Trump. In other words, offering what looks like or sounds like some type of sexual services for that. Like, how in the world is that okay? Like, that's pretty ridiculous there. She said, "I might be willing to go for another spin, if you know what I mean." Really, really evil kind of statements coming from her as well during that time. So after that, of course, he goes on, 50 Cent goes on Twitter and goes back and attacks Trump again. But the point is that now he's in Houston. Now he's in Texas, because it doesn't matter what Chelsea Handler was really saying or what 50 Cent said in the very beginning. The fact is that he is moving out of New York and he's gone to Texas. Now, we know that obviously that has to have something to do with the taxes, or something to do with the fact that the taxes were going to be raised. We're already coming up on that new season now. Biden already getting ready to raise the taxes in this. And now all of a sudden he's completely out of New York. I think the thing that 50 Cent needs to be focusing on, along with anybody else that moves out of California or moves out of New York or any of these other Democrat-run states, is don't vote for the same stuff that got you in the positions that you're in now. Wake up, okay? Wake up, because now you're going to be in this situation where you're in a different state that has the policies and the tax code that you like, and you're going to sit there still voting for Democrats, thinking that every Republican is racist because the news told you so. And then guess what? Then your taxes are going to go sky high in Texas as well. And then who do you have to blame but yourself for not understanding how politics work and not understanding exactly what's going on in the states that you're in and why things are the way that they are in the state that you're in. So we'll see where this goes. I'm curious to see if he actually makes an official statement talking about the taxes, or if he just lies about it. But honestly, I think it's about the taxes, regardless of what he says. I think the taxes absolutely play into his decision to move to Texas. So we'll see where it goes. But with that being said, I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.